So welcome everybody. Today I went to the hairdresser, so I thought, when the hair are completely fine, why not use the opportunity to make a super nice video. The motivation of this video came from the Instagram messages that I was receiving from some students who are now in Germany and they want to start a YouTube channel. And they are looking for some kind of inspiration, what kind of equipments to use, how to start YouTube videos and so on. And because I have experience of around more than 2 years now in the YouTube field, so I was thinking, let me just share some of the equipments that I use and some of the stories, like how those equipments came into use on my channel and if it is going to be something worth using on yours too. Now again, a very important thing to understand is YouTube is a platform where it's never too late to really start, because of course there's going to be competition in every single field, but you don't jump out into a category or an industry where there are already so many people. Well, you can, but your content has to be really good to be able to compete with the other people who have already been creating content and building their audience for whatever years. So for example, if you want to jump into gaming right now, I don't think it would be such a smart decision because there are already too many channels for that. Cooking, yeah, again, might not be such a great idea. If you think making prank videos or making gaming videos is a great idea, trust me, it isn't right now. I mean, gaming is something that could be sustained over the longer run because you will keep on getting new games and so on outside. But if you look at prank videos, it just gets really annoying after a while, and maybe you're not the same kind of person who loves doing pranks anymore. Because one thing to understand is you might start YouTube with one thing in mind, with the mindset that you are going to love this specific kind of content because, well, maybe that's the kind of person you are in that particular time. But over the years, when you just get more experiences, you just grow as a person and you become different. So it's completely fine to change your channel content around it too, as long as you're really passionate about it. So as long as you want to do it, it doesn't matter people, if they are leaving, some other people will come who are going to love you for the kind of work you are doing in that future point. Lifestyle is something that is also always going to be prevalent because people just love watching other people do different kind of things. I really created niche for my own. So before I started making YouTube videos, there was nobody on YouTube who addressed Germany from the eyes of higher education or career development or lifestyle. And after I started doing it, some kind of market created around it. So you see other YouTubers who are also trying to do something in the same field. This worked out really nicely. Now we have around 133,000 subscribers on this channel. The views generally come a bit less, but again, if you think about it, many a times some people are really interested in a topic, some specific topic fits their needs, then they are going to watch that. If that topic doesn't fit their needs, they are not going to watch it. So it's very simple, but I don't think you should be that focused on numbers, because if you're too focused on numbers, you can very easily get demotivated and just stop completely doing what you came on YouTube to do. For me, it was the general thing of just showing or sharing the life journey that I'm having while living in Germany, because who knows, Germany is also a chapter in our life. India was a chapter in my life. Now Germany is, maybe there's some other country afterwards. So I'll keep doing that, and maybe, I don't know what I will do with the name. Maybe I'll just keep it like that because, well, this was pretty much the defining phase, or maybe I'll change, who knows. But sharing things on YouTube was really important for me, and it helped me to create this audience that I have right now. Why should you have an audience, or why should you have a network? This is pretty much bilateral thing. So the audience is here on the platform or on your channel to see the kind of things that you are sharing, right? So it could be education, it could be career, it could be lifestyle, it could be just vlogs, it could be just sitting down videos and doing some crazy stuff. Now they're here to get some value out of you. Now, and in turn, many a times the audience, if you just handle them very well, they would also be very willing to help you out back when you need some help from them. So it's always a two-sided relationship that you build if you do YouTube right. So with those things in mind, let me go towards the equipments and the story. So the first ever video that I made, it was with Alina's iPhone, and the iPhone was iPhone 6, and we just made some short clips, and because I was too scared to speak in front of the camera. Hi guys, my name is Bharat and I'm living in Hamburg. I'm doing my masters here.
and it's the Technical University of Hamburg. In this video I'll tell you more about how it is to live here, and we'll tell you how you can also apply for Hamburg or for Germany in any other German universities.
I just made a voiceover, and then afterwards in post-production I put that audio under the video clips that I sorted out. And yeah, it turned out to be a good video according to the standards of that time, Bharat. But right now I cannot look most of the videos that I created, because it's like every single time you want to do better than what you have done previously, and most of the times you are not able to reach your own standards, and it's true for most of the artists or most of the creators. So that was the story of the first video. Now it was iPhone 6, no fancy things, edited with DaVinci Resolve. Then afterwards the second video I made was with Asus some phone. I think it was Asus Zenfone Max, like this one with big battery, and like the reason I chose that phone was because of the big battery and nothing else. And when I started doing YouTube, I was like, you know, I don't have a camera at home right now. Alina's camera is gone, Alina's phone is gone because she's at work, and I'm home, I have to record something. How do I do it? I did it with the phone. The quality was really horrible, but again, you cannot complain because I was still trying to just see if YouTube could be something long-term for me. After getting all of these feedbacks from people and seeing like the video is running well, I was like, yeah, why not? You know, like if I want to continue it further, I want to do it with some kind of professionality, and for that it's extremely important that you have some kind of proper equipment. And for the people who say that it's not necessary, that is absolutely not true. The better equipments you have, the more the chances are the audience are not getting annoyed by the kind of content you're putting out. Because storytelling, the personality of the person, these are the important parts anyways. So like these are non-debatable, these are very important. But if you make the other surrounding experience, that is the camera quality, the video sound, or like the lighting and stuff, better for the audience too, then the chances are just more that they are going to stay with you and connect with you longer. So afterwards, as soon as I figured out that I want to do YouTube longer, then I bought the camera Canon G7X Mark II. Now again, I will have to show you all of this here because, well, the camera is mounted on which I'm recording. The problem with this camera is only that it doesn't have a mic input. So audio is fine, video is great of this camera. The size is also very small. That means you never have to think twice in taking this camera somewhere, which is absolutely nice, because many times with the big DSLRs, you might even get lazy. If you're not really into like recording outside or something, you might just get lazy and you're like, you know, hey, this is maybe not the right occasion to take this big camera with me. With the smaller camera, so the G7X Mark II, it's a small, it's a compact camera. There you don't have to think twice. This camera records 1080p with 50 frames per second. This is more than enough even if you're like putting some kind of slow motions, and in my vlogs I used to love that. So every single time, like the first I think 30 to 50 seconds are going to be the intro, the last one are also going to be the outro, sometimes in the middle there's some kind of b-roll. So like all of those things I used to love because they just gave the vlogs a more cinematic look.
I'm faster than the wind when you're at the door. And I can't let you go. Oh, memories so sweet. Let's just find a place under the stars.
That is our garden. This small piece of land meant so much to her that when I met her in 2015, she directly took me there. Alina's grandparents have this garden since she was 11 years old, and since that day they built it and took care of it like their own child. After working the entire week, cleaning, cooking, traveling or studying, this garden has always been the light at the end of our tunnel. A place of refuge for everyone in the family to forget about the stress in their lives and the problems of being a grown-up.
These days you just see people picking up the camera and talking in it. I never really liked it. So I always wanted the videos to be something I can look back at. I can always look at these vlogs, intros and outros with a lot of happiness, but the talking part I just really hate. So that is the story there. I mean, Canon G7X Mark II, if you are into any kind of video recording, this is definitely a very nice step up from your normal phone camera. So like definitely something that I can recommend. Then afterwards, like I told you, I just still use DaVinci Resolve, and because when I bought this iMac, the iMovie was already installed in it. So I dropped DaVinci Resolve and then I started working with iMovie, and over the time it has a lot of upgrades from Final Cut Pro, and yeah, it's not a bad software, at least because it's free. If you download illegal things in Germany and you try to use them, well, good luck paying the 900 euros fine that could come up to your doorstep any moment. Then I have this hard disk which is 4 terabytes. I just put all of the backup or like whatever clips I record, I put it in the hard disk too. Most of the times these talking videos I do not put inside, so I don't have any backup of that, but I put them on YouTube, right? So like whenever I have to take some clip or some excerpt of some old video out, I can just directly download it from YouTube and yeah, just use it in the new video. Then I also had a traveling 1 terabyte drive which I used, which we never really used properly, but we thought we might need it when we were doing the India tour. So we had a flight every single day, so we couldn't afford to just sit down, organize all of the clips in this heavy hard disk, and again it was like a lot to carry. So we thought, alright, we take a smaller hard disk, we put the things there, and I think we just used it once and never really did it again. If I think about it again, I would rather buy another 4 terabyte hard disk instead of taking that 1 terabyte one again. Now it's just like more secure for the longer run. I recorded all of the previous videos with a small tripod and I think it's broken now, I don't really remember. But afterwards I got this one, which is the Rollei tripod. It's really stable and definitely also something I can recommend. You always need a nice tripod so that you don't have to compromise with what kind of background you want to have. With tripod we also got this Canon 700D, which we never really use for anything other than photographs, and that is also very rare, because the video quality is just not that great in that camera, and then afterwards the audio is even worse. So G7X Mark II, it's like perfect for everything. I really have no complaints regarding this. So thinking about this, we bought another camera, and we bought this camera for the India diaries because we just wanted to have a lot of different angles, and it was the right decision to do because I ended up recording way less than I generally do. So like the last India diaries in 2018, they were just beautiful. Like everything was in place and we had a lot of nice shots and it was just beautiful. This time, a flight every single day, it was so horrible that I ended up with recording, well, almost nothing. Alina recorded a lot of nice things, generally regarding food, so I don't know what we can make out of the clippings that we have there, but there's definitely going to be something that we can manage. This is a very recent addition in our video production, which are these like 2 soft boxes, and it just steps up the entire video quality. So I really, again, don't have any kind of how do I say, regrets regarding these things. These were cheap. I think these were just 56 euros from Amazon, and all of the links and everything I will be putting in the description, so that in case you want to check them out, you can gladly do it. At least like the people who are watching from Germany, they can take a look at them. If you're watching from some other country and if you have your own Amazon there, then of course like you can just check what kind of product it is and try to find it on your own country's Amazon website. That was that. Like softbox is a really nice addition, something we absolutely love. And afterwards, yeah, the mic for recording. I mean, I put the mic a bit outside the frame, but just a second. This was the mic that I got, and it was just like, I think 15 euros. No, not even 15 euros. I knew it costs 90 euros, 96 euros. And this mic is generally for recording. So whenever I have to give some kind of voiceover in a video, I use that mic. And of course, that mic's link is also going to be in the description. In general, like whatever equipments I've told you and whatever products you will see in the description, because well, I don't really remember the exact model, exact details and everything here in the video, but everything is going to be down there in the description. Whatever equipments I use, like they're absolutely fine. I'm happy with the quality, and it's definitely not in an amateur way, but in a semi-professional way. This is definitely the right equipment you can use and already get started with your YouTube. And also remember that you can gladly make videos with your iPhone too. And if you have iPhone 10, the quality of the camera, it's really more than sufficient. And it is definitely something you can compare with the Canon G7X Mark II. So just see what's the best available resources which are already there for you. You know, like do not fret that you don't have a specific equipment, because we also got these equipments over the course of 2 years. It wasn't like we got everything before and then afterwards we thought now we can start recording videos. No, the first main investment was this camera. If you want to do YouTube longer term, definitely invest in a nice camera, some lighting, and you know, some other softwares if you need some. If you have any kind of questions whatsoever, or like you want to know more about this YouTube video equipment story or something, gladly write to me in the comment section, or you can write me an email at bharat@bharatingermany.com. Otherwise, Instagram is also always free. Just come and write a DM and see what we can do there if you have any questions. Alright then, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.